We hope you saw the final portion of our first match. Nelson Burton Jr. with 10 strikes defeating Paul Gibson, who had 8. 278 to 218. So our championship pair today, 18 strikes in the first game. Let's see now what Nelson Burton Jr. can do against an intimidating, a flamboyant bowler named Marshall Holman. So, Dick Weber, Marshall Holman is not unfamiliar to your establishment.
That's for sure, because he has a great record here, just as well as Bo Burton. But last year, on the right lane, he left the 4-5, lost the match to Johnny Petraglia, and according to statistics and views from the PBA members, Marshall should have won the tournament last year because he bowled the best.
Also 16 titles. Rob.
And one little interesting note, we noticed that Marshall's picked the left lane to start on to finish on the right lane. And that being because the left lane is a little bit tougher for the fellas that try to hook the ball a little bit more than what Bo is doing.
Marshall Holman from Jacksonville, Oregon. 29, 5 feet 9, 140 pounds. Really one of the fantastic competitors.
Great attitude.
Misunderstood by a lot of people. I think he's great. He marked with a spare in the first frame. Now, Nelson Burton, after striking out, shooting a 278 in the first match to advance to this point. This is his first shot in the second game.
Break.
Of course, that's what it takes, doesn't it, Dick? You need the breaks.
Oh, it certainly does. Here's the replay action. As you'll see, the ball a little bit high in the 1-3 pocket, but the 2 kicks a 4, and the ball just nicks the 9.
Last time that Bo was on a championship round, he and Sam Zurich teamed up to win the 1982 Showboat PBA Doubles Classic. Bo's 46th career appearance in the TV finals. Where he left off.
You give him the breaks, you give him the confidence he has, and he's going to be the champion. He's really, really tough.
The winner of this match will meet another tough one, Pete Couture, and then the tournament leader happens to be Pete Weber, Dick's son. And you talk about a tough cookie. Well, will you see Pete bowl? From the moment it left his fingers that baby had the right line hitting the pocket. Here it is again.
Watch how low Marshall stays to the floor. Knees bent good. Nice shoulder level backswing. Releases the ball with just a straight uplift and a good follow through. Not much of a turn, but gets a heavy roll on the ball with that forward lift.
Look at that. Career earnings nearly $700,000. Our 5 bowlers together have earned over $2 million using all the approach and then some. He's not going to let Nelson Burton Jr. get away from him.
No, he's got the confidence. He's got that fiery activity in him. He's just a fierce competitor, Chris.
Another great pocket hit. So, now, Nelson Burton. He has a double up, shooting in the 3rd frame. See, career earnings for Bo, just about the same as Marshall. Shy by about $50,000.
300 would take care of that right away.
Wouldn't it? Turkey! We're in Florissant, Missouri, and as Dick Weber has told me, it's the 4th largest city in the state of Missouri.
And also the 2nd safest city of its size in the United States.
Oh, I think I'll stay with that statistic. What is 2nd safest city of its size in the United States?
Yes, we're very proud of that.
What great citizens and what a law enforcement department you must have.
Very good, a law enforcement.
All right, now 4th frame, Nelson Burton. 2nd game. Sissy Burton. I don't know. I've seen more great pocket hits today than I've seen in a long time, and all by the same man, Nelson Burton Jr. He is leading by 20, but Marshall Holman is his opponent with a double up. He'll be shooting in the fourth. We're in Florissant, Missouri, suburb of St. Louis, right by the Arch. We'll be back.
Bowlers Tour heads north to Peoria for the $150,000 True Value Open. Last year, the great Earl Anthony rolled to victory on his last year of the tour. The Professional Bowlers Tour next week, back at its regular time, 3:30 Eastern and Pacific, 2:30 Central on ABC.
As we look at Marshall Holman and Bo Burton's score in the second game, Bo leading by 20, Marshall has a double up. And yes, next week we will be in another River City, Peoria, for the True Value Open at Ray Becker's Landmark Lanes. Then the Meisterbrow Open in the Cleveland, Ohio area. 2 weeks from today, 3 weeks, Toledo, Ohio, PBA National Championship. And Dick, I know you're going to bowl in that event.
I'll be there.
King Louis follows that. Now Holman, double up. Oh, yes. And he, you know, there are so many times when you say a crucial frame, but Dick, he needed that one right there.
Well, he certainly does, and he knows he has to keep on the ball because he knows Bo is so sharp.
Look at that.
Oh, man.
You know, the Olympic Games may be underway in Yugoslavia, but the best bowlers in the world are right here.
I hate to be between his eyes and the pins at that particular time when he was looking.
Looks like he'd take your head off. Well, when you compete against him, all he wants to do is beat you, and so does this man whose shoes you're seeing, Marshall Holman.
Oh, is he happy? He wasn't quite
four-bagger. Look at that. That is sincerity coming out of that 140-pound body.
He wasn't quite sure with the release. He thought maybe it possibly you hit a little weak. Boy, it had some power on it. Carried the 10 pins out nicely.
All right. 32 PBA titles between them. 16 each. 4 in a row. Now the 5th frame. I mentioned True Value hardware a little while ago as you look at those 5 X's on that box.